Hello! So I haven't done a video in quite a while, so why not make it a really long one? So I recently got several things from Kat Von D. I've gotten 2 orders in the past little bit. Got my Lolita Vida palette before that, but I've gotten several different things, so I thought I'd just try them all out together. Some of the things I have tried, like individually, but not necessarily all at once. So, let's see what I got. So, for their Cyber Monday, Black Friday, whatever deal, if you bought more than $65 worth of merchandise, this is from her website, you would get a makeup bag. You could either get this one, which is clear with the gold logo and stars, or a black one. I have several black ones, so I thought this would be helpful because I can see it, but it's still kind of pretty. So you got that, you got the bag, you got a full-size dagger liner, a full-size everlasting liquid lipstick, and this is bow and arrow. You also got, I'm not sure if this is the completely full size, but you also got a I'll put other stuff in there. Also got a setting mist. So I don't know. This is pretty big though. It's definitely not sample size, but I feel like there's a bigger one than this. But anyway, this is the 120 milliliter or 4 ounce, whatever. So there's that. I think that was all that was in there, but that's a lot of stuff because it's like 3 full size products in a bag. But yeah, so the dagger liner and the bow and arrow liquid lipstick, and then I also ordered one of the anti-precision pencils. It's not really the basket case one, but it's the same thing. It just doesn't say on there that it's that, but it's a little different from the cake pencil. I think it's a little bit wider. And I also ordered a liquid lipstick in the shade of Rubens. That's one that was on sale. It's like one of the new-ish ones, but it was not new enough to be full price. That one is like a hot pink color. And I got some of their Kitten Mini things. Got this Saint Center set. Oh, it's really just Saint. It's called Saintly Wings. So it has a mini dagger liner in it and a little bottle of Saint. Didn't have any center ones, but maybe those are more popular. And then this is another Kitten Mini one. It's like super tiny liquid lipsticks. So I had several of them, but it of course has an exclusive shade. It's called Nocturna. I wore it yesterday. It's really pretty, kind of beet red-ish color. It's really nice. It has Lovecraft, Bauhaus, Nocturna, Bow and Arrow, Hawkwind, and Nosferatu in it. So I have some of them, but not all of them. And those are like really easy to carry around because they're so small. So, oh, the True Portrait foundation that I got. I think it's the right shade. I had some on yesterday. I didn't do an entire face with it, but I kind of touched up some of the redness, and it looked really good. And it is liquid to powder, so it does, of course, come out liquid. I really like the packaging of it. So that's the whole bottle, and then the lid comes off, and it has a little squeeze thing, so it's like a little dropper, and that way you don't get like a ton of it at once. But then I was blending it with my fingers, and it does kind of feel powdery after a minute, but it's not, it doesn't look as powdery as their powder foundation does. And then with the, where'd it go? There's so much stuff on here. With the purchase of the foundation, True Portrait foundation, I think only, you get a free brush. So, free from foundation brush. This is the Edge foundation brush. So obviously not opened it yet, or used it. But so I did, that's what I did. I did order, my last order, I got a shade and light brush because I wanted one for a long time, and I thought it would be pretty close to other brushes, but I got it and it's actually really nice. So that's another thing I got the last order. So this is the edge brush, so it's really dense, but it does come up to a flat, kind of pointed edge, but not really, so that you can get like up close with it. But yeah. And then the last order, I don't have it here, but I don't think I'm gonna use it. I got a mini tattoo liner, some of the liquid lipstick, not liquid lipstick, some of the Ceticus lipsticks from the capsule collection, some of the last ones that they put out, where they have like, the names actually tell you what they look like, so they have deep teal, eggplant, and stuff like that. So you can get like 4 of them for a lot cheaper, like a bundle. And then I got the brush, like I said, the wherever I put it, disorganized. I got the shade and light brush, so it's the dual-ended one, where it's a blending brush on one end, which is really soft, and then it has a pencil brush on the other end, so it's really nicely tapered, but it's pretty wide at the top, at the bottom, but then tapers out to be pretty finely pointed, so really like that too. And I got a glimmer veil. I don't know if I mentioned that. Okay, so, oh, and I got, in this last order, one of the crushes. So it's where they're releasing one new interesting product every month. I think it might have just been for this year, but this is one of them that came out. So this is a cream foil eyeshadow. This is the shade Crystal Rose, so it's a nice pink color. I wore that yesterday by itself with some eyeliner. It looked really nice. So it did crease, but I didn't put on any primer. I just put it on with my finger. But it didn't make a huge mess immediately, like some of them do. When I got, to be fair, I got some at the Dollar Tree when I was a kid, and it was a nice palette with lots of pretty colors, but as soon as you put it on, it would be like smear everywhere. But this didn't do that. It was just a little creased at the end of the night. But okay, now that I have, so I did get the shade and light brush, and it comes in a coffin case, which I think is great. So it's got the logo on it, and you can open it up. You really can. So, and then it holds the brush unless you tilt it up. So I have used it a little bit. So this came out with the shade and light eye palette, but so it's the logo, but then it says shade and light on it. So it's got just a normal round fluffy brush, but it's pretty dense. It's not like super fluffy, but the other end is also densely packed. So like I said, it's a pencil brush and it comes up to a point really well, and they're dirty because I've used them. So, well, that being said, I'm just gonna do a whole look with everything that I've gotten. So I with the True Portrait foundation, it says to make sure your skin is hydrated. So I have taken a bath and washed my face, but I'm still going to put some primer on. This is some that I got for free from influencers, just Maybelline Master Prime. That's the hydrating and smoothing formula. I'm going to use that. I might also just get some Lock-It concealer. Yeah. So I have pretty old, I don't know how old it actually is. Lock-It concealer, it's in a tube instead, or this kind of squishy tube instead of the doe foot. I have one of those, but it's not in here. So this is the shade Light 16, but all of these have been redone, I'm pretty sure, so that probably doesn't help. This was a TJ Maxx find. And then I also have some Lock-It setting powder. This is a little teeny one. So there's one that's a little bit bigger that I have that has its own little sponge in it. This doesn't, but I do have a brush that I usually use it with. So I'll go ahead and do some concealer. And of course I have the mirror. When I first got the mirror, when they announced it, I thought that it was going to sell out immediately, and they made this huge deal about it, about how, like, what time it came out and everything. And then it ended up that I think they still have them. So I was like, man, all this FOMO for nothing. Okay, I do have a concealer brush. I did actually clean my brushes a while back. Not that you could tell now. This is just one that I got from Ipsy, so I don't know. But it is actually a concealer brush. So, got some good under eye bags going on now. I think I just naturally have like a purple shadow under my eyes, which is fun. I also have rosacea, that's why my face is so red, but that's a little trickier to deal with. But last night when I wore the foundation, it covered pretty well. I didn't do an entire full face of it. I just dotted some on with my finger in the appropriate places. I think it turned out really well. So, gotta keep an eye on the camera because it'll fill up eventually. Okay. There's concealer, and then I have this brush, which is really nice. This is a crown brush. It's a really fluffy, oops, powder brush. It's almost too big for this little setting powder thing, but it's okay. It really helps. I actually have a makeup table now, so you might be able to tell I'm over here in front of the window instead of beside it. So I hope the light's not too harsh, but this works so much better than standing up over the bed or kind of using a bookcase. That's what I did before. So that should be good concealer wise. It's a little better, I think. Okay. So of course, I'm gonna do eyeshadow first because Lolita palette can have some fallout. I don't want to like completely get it everywhere. So for eye primer, I have some Smashbox 24-hour photo finish eye primer because it works pretty well, and I still have a sample of it. So I have the eyeshadow primer on top and then some concealer on the bottom. It should be enough. Because I've tried to put concealer all over my eyes and that just feels weird to me. So the eyeshadow primer isn't as heavy as the concealer. I need to figure out where I put this. Shouldn't have closed it. There we go. Okay, I do have a clean sweep thing where you like stir the brush around in the sponge and it can take some of the extra pigment off. The palette I use of these is a melt impulsive palette, so that one's like really pigmented, so I'm probably just gonna have to wash these to get it completely clean. But that's okay. Okay, so I have my regular Lolita palette that I've used a lot, so I just brought it in case there's something in I don't have in this one. The Lolita for Vida. I only used it a couple times. I kind of forgot about it. I was waiting so long to get it, and then waiting to actually order it or pick it up. Finally ordered it, but then I just kind of forgot about it. Got too busy to do makeup. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of a warmer look, I think. So I'm gonna use Enamorado. It's more of a neutrally, I guess, but I'm gonna do that in the crease. Well, it's kind of orange, but that's okay. It is also with the oranges, so that makes sense. It's really funny, I'm a painter, but I still sometimes get my warms and cools confused. Like if it's pretty neutral, I sometimes just get it completely backwards. So it's a pretty nice warm color to use on this cold, gross, rainy day. Okay, and then use more of the reddish and purplish colors that I haven't used too much of. I'm gonna take Rosario, which is like a shimmery burgundy, put the kind of in a halo. I didn't fully intend for that orange to be there, but that's fine. I always blend it out with something else. So this light end of the brush is really good for blending, but also for kind of stamping a lot of color on at once. Which the stamping seems to really help with some of the shimmer shades. Keeps it from getting a little too crazy. I'm going to take Romantico, that more purple shimmery shade, put that in front of the red one. Ooh. That reminds me a little bit of one of the Metal Crush shades. I can't remember the name of it right now. The purple one. I'll blend that up a little bit. It looks really pretty. Got some sunset colors going on. Kind of goes with the art for the palette, which makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna put a little more of that shimmery red, just to feel like I lost it a little bit. Put it a little bit higher as well, like I did with the purple. I could even put some of this orange shimmer in the middle. Let's see, because I have orange on both sides. There's kind of a hole there now. Now this one, so I'm going to try it with the pencil brush. This one with the special shades. I don't know if it's going to stick. And it says to do it with your finger, which is fine. But I feel like you just get so much on your finger. Okay. You can kind of see it. But I've seen people use like a silicone spatula to apply it, but I haven't found one. So I'll have to try that at some point. Okay, so I'm gonna get some of this Carino shade, this darkest shade, put that in the outer corner. Kind of smoke it out a little bit back there and up above. Try not to go too far though. Try not to go to My Chemical Romance right now. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Just not right now. Okay. So it's like a Halo Smoky Cat. I'm gonna go back to Enamorado to blend it forward. I just pick up eyeshadow and put it somewhere and go from there. I don't really plan anything out, which might not be a good thing. I'm taking Lolita, that orange, also in the middle. Just kind of blend everything together. Okay, I'm gonna go back to Enamorado again, just to blend out the edges. So I feel like I forget that sometimes. Kind of a little high up there, but you know what? I have hooded eyes, so take what we can get. Alright, I'm gonna go back with the pencil side for that Carino, that dark burgundy. Get it more precisely in there. Deepen everything up. Okay. Get some more. Rosario keeps getting like shoved to the side. Okay. It's a little better. Something's not matching, I don't know what it is. I'm gonna take a little more of the dark burgundy over here. Maybe that's what it was. Okay. I'm gonna stop for a second and go back with some, or go in with some foundation and then do the bottom. I actually don't think I got that much fallout. Yeah, somehow. Trying to be light-handed with it, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to use some of that primer. We're still good on time. Just put that on with my fingers. So it's kind of like pore filler a little bit, and also just it's hydrating and kind of cooling, which is nice because my skin is a little bit irritated right now just from washing it and everything. Probably could have. Oh no. I should have done this first. Because I just did some around my concealer instead of under it. So yeah, I only have concealer under my eyes. No, I don't. I did such a good job I couldn't even tell it was there. Okay. So I'm gonna retrieve my brush because I dropped it. My brand new clean brush on the floor now. Okay. So there's that. The primer setting in. Okay. True Portrait Foundation. I got the shade Light 10, which I don't remember what undertone it was. These don't say. So I have a shade picker, but it's with the new formula of everything. I don't have any Shade and Light. I don't have any Locket foundation, so I don't know what shade I am in that. And then, like the liquid. And then I have some Locket powder foundation, but I have the old formula. I forget to shake. It has a ball inside of it to help mix it. This thing feels pretty heavy, especially the lid. Okay, try that again. So yeah, I have the old formula for the powder foundation, so I really don't know what shade I'm really supposed to have. And the one I have for that anyway is not quite right. So I look to see what other people have gotten and kind of guessed from there. Because I have the thing to fill out the foundation picker, and it will tell you, like, if you tell them what you wear from them, it will help. But like I said, I don't know. Then if you have never gotten their foundation, you just do a quiz and it'll tell you what it should be, but the color it told me wasn't right. So I just kind of used that, but also kind of guessed. So I think it's a little light. I don't know if you can tell from this lighting. I don't think it's too light. I think it's okay to have it a little bit light, especially with this goth aesthetic we're going for. And it's wintertime. I don't get that tan, but I don't know. I work outside sometimes, but not like all day, so. So I do like this brush. It doesn't seem like it's completely soaking up the foundation. I did get some e.l.f. brush shampoo. So I had the what I thought was brush shampoo. Brush cleaner, like a daily cleaner, and you just spray it on, but it doesn't really do anything. So this says that a little goes a long way, so I'm trying not to use too much, but we all know I'll probably never finish the bottle. I usually don't wear foundation. I usually wear powder foundation, but this will work. I guess you never realize how red your skin is until you start to cover only part of it up. Hope you guys can see. Alright. I actually saw the notification for it almost shutting off. It's like, capture size reached. And it's gonna shut off soon. I appreciate that. Otherwise, I would just be talking to myself. I mean, seems like I am anyway, but then I would be talking to myself for no reason. So I think this sitting in front of the mirror thing, not the mirror, the window, that's the word. Sitting in front of the window is kind of helping, but also I'm kind of blocking my own light. Okay. I do appreciate that this isn't super heavy. Like, it was the whole point that this is light to medium coverage, and the Locket is like super heavy, at least in my opinion, for someone that's not used to wearing foundation. it seems like a lot. So that's why I never bought any. I had some samples, but when I tried it, it was just so dramatic. I didn't really want to wear it. So I'm glad they came out with this. Okay, I think I'm done. I really like this brush. I might not be using it correctly, but it feels pretty good. Okay. So I feel like I got way more stuff for this sale than I did when I bought those other things. So I got 5 lipsticks and a brush. I feel like I got way more this way. Alright, I'm going to blend that mess up. So you can blend it with your fingers. I don't know which is better. The brush seems to do really well. But I missed a spot there. That's on me. So, okay. I'm going to do the lower lashes, or lower eyelid in a similar way. So I guess I'm not going to use the Lolita palette. But that's okay. Because that one's all matte, which is fine. Matte is fine, but I really like these shimmers. So I'm going to go back with Romantico, the purple, in the inner corner. You know what I should do? I should do some of this anti-precision liner. That's what I've been waiting for. Okay, so just kidding. Some basket case. Ha ha ha. Man. I really love Green Day. So I was thinking about buying that when it first came out, but I never did. And then everyone was like, how dare you call it that? And I mean, I get it. It makes sense. Yeah, there are other things they could have called it. Oh, that goes on really well. It's a really big crayon that retracts. So I haven't tried the cake pencil, but I think that's more like, to me it looks like one of their lip liners, but for your eyes. So they have it in like black and white, probably brown. But yeah, people have been using the lip liners for, oh, that looks good. I like it. They've been using lip liners for eyeliners, so they're not really meant for that, but you know. We creative people aren't always going to listen to the recommendations. Okay, I think that's enough. I won't overdo it. I'll overdo it at some other time when I'm not going to a holiday party. Okay, so I like that a lot. I'm going to go back to the eyeshadow. To connect everything. And this way I can kind of set the eyeliner with the eyeshadow. Kind of blend it. Okay, so it cut off way sooner that time. I think I'm just filling up my memory card. So I'm going to quickly do some of this purple. I'm going to do some of the red underneath. I'm just using the shimmers. I'm going to also just do some red. I'm going to take the Lolita Vida color to blend out the outer corner underneath just a bit. To connect it. I don't think it's too much. Okay. So I think I'm going to stop on eyeshadow. I'm gonna get some of the dagger liner. Yeah, I'll just use the little one. So I have used the mini before I use the big one. So the dagger liner just seems to be more accurate, which I'm sure is the point. So the the point, the tip of it is angled, so if you angle it the right way, it will make a finer line. Then if you angle it back the other way, it makes a thicker line. So I feel like once I figure out how to do it correctly, it'll look really good. But even now, I like it. I just gotta be mindful of which way the tip is pointing. And of course, doing the left-hand side is tricky. Okay, I think it matches pretty well. So, then I have some some mascara. I still just have a little sample of the bigger go home, but I don't know. I haven't decided if I want to get a full size because I have so many samples of mascara that I probably just need to throw away because they're old at this point. But okay, this one is also getting pretty clumpy, but I've had this one for quite a while. I think I got it when I got that other Lolita palette. Was that last year? Oh my god. Then you gotta make the funny face. Okay, so yeah, with mascara and without. It does really work. It just is getting past the point of being completely usable. So yeah, got a great big clump. But like I said, this is old. I think you're supposed to get new mascara like every 3 months or something. I clearly do not do that. It's just really frustrating when you have something that can cost like so much. If you get a nicer brand, that it's kind of insane to have to do that every 3 months. So of course there's drugstore, but then it's still like seems really wasteful. I know it's for your own good, but it's like, man. You can also like donate your clean mascara wands to different conservation efforts. So like you can, people use it for tiny little brushes for, I think it might be for bees, I don't remember. So that's the eye look. I'm gonna try to get organized here. Alright, I'm gonna take some of the Shade and Light blush, which is super old. This is Samson and Delilah. And I take the lighter shade all over the cheekbones. Looks really nice with the foundation. I always feel weird about blush because of my complexion, but I've been told to use peachy blushes. So this is definitely peachy. And use a darker shade just on the backs of the cheekbones. Kind of contour with it, not exactly, but that way it brings the warmth away from the center of my face. It's not so feeding into the rosacea. I still really like this. They have a Kitten Mini of their new blush formula that's supposed to be coming out, but I haven't gotten it yet. But I figured if they're having other shades, maybe I should just, instead of getting the universal one, I should get the one that would actually work later. And this highlighter is just an Ipsy one from Catrice. So I'm gonna do some lips. So I got the Rubens, but I feel like it's gonna be too loud. So I'm gonna do one of these tiny ones instead. I might just do Hawkwind, which is a brown. Gotta figure out which one it is. I think this is chestnut brown one. Yep. So this is how small these are. So teeny tiny. But I don't think I have this shade. I have Crucifix, but that's in the... They don't smell good. Crucifix is in the other formula, Stud Kiss. I still have some of the Nocturna on my lips, staining it a little bit. I didn't try very hard to get it off though. So I don't usually overline my lips unless I screw up and then have to fix it. Like that. I think I got it pretty okay though. So I guess these are a new formula, but they seem to work really well now. I know those Steady Kiss all got redone. I don't know if the Everlasting ones got redone. So I really like this brown. Like I said, it's kind of a chestnutty color. But I think I'm all done except for the setting spray. So I have used it before. So that one's more like a mister. So it kind of, instead of just going like spray in your face, it's more like a plant mister kind of. I also smell like cucumber, which is really nice. It's kind of soothing to your skin, which is great after you've just irritated it. So soon I'm gonna redo my hair, so it'll be blonde instead of weird green. But I think that's the finished look. So this is my holiday party appropriate Lolita look with the True Portrait foundation. So I hope this was watchable. It kind of got a little funny there with the memory card, but I didn't make it work. So thank you guys for watching. See ya.